Okay, so this next one, he's working his defense. He's going to move his head as he slips my cross. We'll do it slowly. Here, and I'm going to throw my hook. He's going to weave under it. And then he's going to come back with his cross. I'm going to block it. And off of this block position here, I'm going to come up, rear hand uppercut, hook, cross. Okay, so the idea is we're sort of canceling each other out with movement in the beginning, but then I zero in on a nice three punch flurry at the end that hits around what I expect to be his guard, what I expect to be his defense. Okay, so I come in, cross, hook, here, and then from here I'm in this position. Right, he was expecting a cross or something wide even from this range, this position, something aiming for his head. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit inside that elbow and then hook and then cross, and he can block the other two. All right. So nice little exchange, cross, hook, boom, and then uppercut, hook, cross. Move our feet. Cross, hook, there, and then uppercut. You notice there too, I almost went into the cross out of habit. So that's where, see, we're both obeying sort of our reflexes and habits, and this is a chance to break from that and look at alternate angles with the rear hand. This is something that you'll notice that more seasoned boxers will use the rear hand in more creative ways. In many cases, you don't do it when you're not as advanced because you can pay a price when you do it in the wrong way at the wrong time. But once you know that the opponent reacts or positions himself in a certain way, you change the angle of that rear hand and you can hit around what's in your way and really get a good shot in. And so that's the difference between wasting a cross or actually hitting with a wider cross, an overhand, or in this case, a rear hand uppercut. So one more time from here. I go and cross, hook, here. The reason I held position on his cross was, see, he's twisted in my direction, and I know that that opens up this elbow. See, when he's here, there isn't really a good angle to get that in. I leave myself open. But when this cross has been spent and he's turned, it takes him longer to try to turn back in. And he wouldn't want to anyway, so he thinks it's coming from this direction. So I can throw it now here, here, and here, because I stood my ground, held my position, and he turned his body just enough that I saw an inside arc inside his right elbow. Okay? So that's part of how you look for uppercuts when you're not just already tight in the pocket. But if you're in front of him and you want to look for an uppercut, yeah, you're going to look for that position of that elbow on that side.